Welcome, everyone. Today is a nice, wonderful Monday. I am Darlene Clayholtz, one of your hosts for the Monday morning chat. This is like our miracle call, but it is science. Our testimonials really feel like they're miracles when we feel so much better, but these patches really are a scientific formula that is helping our bodies heal themselves. So welcome to our call. At the bottom, there's a reaction button where you can raise your hand and then we'll know that you've got a testimonial or story to share with us, or maybe even a question. This chat is for everyone, new and old. Our stories help all of us. When you tell a story that we might not have heard, then that helps jog our memory to think of someone that might have that same problem. So we love hearing your stories. And we also love for you to post them in our Vibrant Living Facebook group, because that helps even more people. And then you're in a chance for the spin on Monday nights to win a 30-day supply of X39. We also want to remember to really focus your stories on X39. That's what we're really wanting to share the most with. And we want to also remember, don't name any diseases, just use the symptoms. A good way to tell your story is to state how you were before you started using the patch, and then how you are feeling now that you've been using the patch. So that really will be a good way to share. And also remember, we do not claim to cure, treat, or diagnose any disease. We just let these amazing light therapy patches do their job. So with that, who would like to start? Heidi, you want to unmute?
Good morning, Darlene. I just have a quick testimonial on one of my neighbors who most recently in November purchased an Eon sleeve of patches, but then just 10 days ago, I was able to get an X39 on her neck every single morning. We set an appointment where I would come in. She's been using a cane. She has an injury from 10 years ago, and she literally could not feel in her left foot. And so Sunday morning. What day is today? Monday. Okay, so it was yesterday morning. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit out of sorts because I'm moving and I was unable to get my hitch installed yesterday in full, which is why I'm spending a beautiful morning with Midge from an hour and a half away from where I am supposed to be. But I put 7 X39s on one leg on her shin, and then 7 X39s on her left leg. And when she came home from church, she actually said to me, Heidi, I can feel the arch of my foot, and I haven't felt that for 10 years.
Oh my gosh. That's an amazing
I was floored.
story.
I was floored, literally to the ground, as I put her regular Eon patches on her toes 2 hours later, which is what we've been doing to get the inflammation down. So X39 times 14 apparently works for a 10-year injury. So that's my story for the day.
Wow, thank you. Okay, Jeannie, you are next. Unmute.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm new to the group, and I was brought in by Judy Daniel, who gifted me 10 X39, and within 5 days, I have not been able to bend my knee past 90 degrees for, I don't know, 7 years. And now I'm bending at 140 plus with absolutely no pain. The sad thing is I ran out of the patches because I'm in Canada and I can't get them yet, but I'm going to see if the pain comes back. And I think that'll be a really powerful testimonial as well, that you need to keep on the patches. So that's what I'm looking forward to, the pain coming back to tell the story.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come back too soon. let's hope you get more patches in the meantime.
Well,
thank you.
Thank you.
That's a great story. Okay, Jerry, you are next. Whoops, there you, can you unmute? There.
I finally did. Got it. It was stuck. I just have a quickie. I know it's been said before, but the brain fog, not just after the virus, but from the virus shots. I mean, X39 is usually, but I think there were some other things said about the brain fog, where to patch and which ones.
Has anyone had real good results with brain fog and want to tell her where you placed the patch?
I think Heidi does.
Heidi,
just on your C7. That's the
C7.
First place that I put it when I started wearing it a year ago, February 22nd. Meaning on the back of your neck. That's the best place for X39.
Now, did you use multiples at any time, or did you add in Eon with any?
I had never used Eon until literally 3 weeks ago. So I only used X39, and I would stack my previously used ones. But I wore it at night. For me, that was the way that my brain fog lifted, and I don't have nightmares anymore. And I literally wore it for the first 10 days at night, and then I switched to daytime because I didn't know that you were supposed to wear it during the day.
Yeah. Okay. Because I know a lot of people can't handle it during the nighttime. Instead of being calm, it gets them moving and everything. So,
Jerry, I might recommend the hat protocol.
Oh, thank you.
And I think you can find. I'm not sure exactly. It's in several places.
I have it. As a matter of fact, I wear it in the sunny Florida. I always have one of my hats and mark down the hours in it. So yeah, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Located in the Live Younger Success Library under, I believe, section 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
All right, Carol Lynn, you are next. Can you you're still muted.
Should be at the bottom left corner of your screen. Your Zoom screen. There you go. Oh no.
Whoop. There. What?
Am I on?
Yes, you're on now.
I'm so sorry. There's such a big reflection. I have a couple of testimonials, and good morning, everyone. I don't know if people can see this picture. Can you see that okay?
Yes, like there, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
So this woman is a friend of a friend who just started the patches. You can see the scar, the incision is fresh. She gave me permission to show you. She had lymph nodes removed. I think it's okay to say that. Mm-hmm. So her incision was like from side to side with her front of her neck. And this was Tuesday. And she has been in very little pain considering. And so I checked in with her yesterday, and this is what she said. My hip, she has a hip issue too. My hip has been doing very well, probably just a 2 or 3 bone on bone. My neck incision is healing well also. Pain is around a 3 as long as I don't move in any jerky way. My energy level is still pretty low. 2 major surgeries a month apart has hit me hard. And I met her, I didn't meet her, but I introduced her to the patches on January 12th is when she first started wearing the patches. And that got her out of pain immediately with X39. So I'm just so grateful to David Schmidt. She's also using Eon and Ice Wave, and the Ice Wave really, really, really helps. And then another testimonial, I was introduced to someone that is a professional tango dancer, and she has a frozen shoulder and she couldn't raise her arm. So she got her patches Friday and danced Friday night, and she was able to dance all weekend without pain. So remarkable, right? And just for people that also don't know me, I don't know if you can see my incision. You can barely see it, but I had my thumb joint replaced, dominant hand, in September, and within 36 hours post-op, I had zero pain from taking using X39 and also IceWave, and skipped my entire 3rd month of physical therapy. And so I'm very excited about these patches. Thank you.
Those are great testimonials. We love hearing people have no pain with surgery. That's just amazing. Okay, I don't see any more hands up. Surely we have more stories out there. While we're waiting for someone to raise their hand, I will share a story. My husband had a tooth pulled about a month or so ago, and all we put on his face right where the tooth was pulled was an X39, and he had absolutely no pain whatsoever. The doctor had said, I can give you a prescription for pain meds. He says, no, I don't think I'm going to need that. And he says, well, you'll probably need some Tylenol, but he never even took one Tylenol. That one patch took care of all of it. So those patches do help. Victoria, you are next.
I'm just actually popping in to tell you Gary Wagner has been waving his hand. So I'm getting off and let him talk, please.
Okay, Gary, come on in.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Victoria. That was sweet. So I'm coming to you from sunny Alamosa, Colorado. And I just turned 60 this last summer. So I'm starting the aging process. So I have those blue veins. I don't know if we can mention what they are, but on the inside of my knees, especially, not really anywhere else, because I exercise every day. I juice and do a lot of healthy stuff. But they were really bothering me, and it was a patch about that big. So I was exercising on Friday, getting ready to go talk about a LifeWave, and I noticed they're probably 2/3 gone. So I have before pictures somewhere that I have to dig up, but I was just amazed. So then I looked down at my ankle. I was chopping wood this summer and got a big gash that was about as wide as my pinky, and it put vitamin E and lavender oil and all kinds of stuff on there, and it wouldn't go away. It was staying there real heavy. But I noticed the same day I noticed that the blue veins, that scar is at least half gone. So
wow.
And I've been doing the X39 just about a month. And so the other thing is that I had an alcoholic father, and the similar experience that a lot of people I had, was abused in every way you can name. So I suffer from the 4-letter word, starting with the P, the trauma from childhood, and then also the bipolar. So anywho, I've only survived on 3 to 5 hours of sleep my whole life, because the event happened at night, and there's, I fight my sleep. Last night was the 15th night in a row that I've been able to sleep through the whole night for 5 to 7 hours without getting up to go pee, without getting up to feed the fire. So I'm feeling so much better overall. The sense of well-being that's starting to happen is just unbelievable. So I'm really behind this product now. I knew it was good before, but I want to be like, Blue Eyes, and start spreading the news because those few changes are really key and tremendous. And I'm really grateful.
Oh, so that is just a fantastic story, Gary.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Yes.
Really excited and pleased.
We're excited for you, with you.
Thank you. I would do the heart sign, but I can only do half. I'm holding the phone.
Okay. Well, you've got that great big heart on your chest. I know you're feeling the love.
Yeah, my tie-dye hippie shirt from the farmer's market.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Midge, you are next.
She's going to use my phone to do it because I've got a.
Oh, because I'm sitting there.
She's going to
Okay.
Great story.
I was in Kansas at my daughter's house for Christmas, and they live on a golf course, and I was coming up the back end of off the course and was trying to actually get onto their deck, and I thought I could just hop right onto the deck, and instead I scraped, and my son says filleted. I filleted the front of my shin, and actually it's all taped now. But it actually goes from one end to the other, and it was really big. But the first thing I noticed, because I've been on the patches for now almost 2 years, was that it didn't hurt. I mean, considering I opened the entire top of my foot up or leg up, it wasn't hurting. It was really weird. And so, of course we put the patches on and we wrapped it. And then I went to the emergency just to make sure that I couldn't have stitches. And instead they said, no, they would just keep it wrapped. So I just kept putting patches, and it's been, now a month, and it's all, it's pretty much, the skin has grown back, and all I've done is the Eon and the X39. So it was pretty fun.
And I have to add to it, I'm taking before pictures tomorrow, so that we see the progress, and we're going to be highlighting Midge's sexy thighs, sexy calf, maybe in a Power the Patch, to see how fast it heals.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't so much that it was healing fast. It was just that it didn't hurt. I noticed that the pain, I shouldn't have even been able to walk on it. I mean, it was that bad. And instead I was not in pain at all. So it was really cool.
Wonderful. That is just great news. Okay, Kamei, you are the next one in line.
Good morning, everybody. I wanted to share, I can't remember if I shared with this group or not about my sister. I've shared about my pain and my essential tremors. And my sister just turned 80, and she started using the patches probably late September. And she was doing it she had a frozen shoulder as well, and it kept her awake at night. She was using it for that, but all along she was hoping for an improvement in her lungs, because 40 years ago she was a hairdresser, and because of the chemicals she inhaled and because of living in oil and gas country, her lungs were badly damaged. She has an incurable disease that has just worsened over the years, and she can't remove the mucus from her lungs because of this fibrosis that's in her lungs. And so she gets pneumonia really easily, and we were scared to death that she would get COVID. Well, fast forward to November. Before Thanksgiving, she got pneumonia twice, and it cleared up within a week. Normally it takes 2 months or more for her to get her energy back and to feel, normal again, and to stop coughing. Then Christmas, she got COVID, and she got it really badly. Sorry, I said the C word. Her throat was just full of sores, and the doctors gave her 5 infusions, and she almost died because she believes that the infusions caused her esophagus and trachea to swell so much that she couldn't swallow applesauce. Anyway, she got that. She got over it, Her energy level is good. She just had bladder surgery. She is recovering from it very, very quickly. She was out of pain as soon as she got out of the hospital, she started patching because the doctor wouldn't let her. She's doing fabulously. But at the 1st of January, she went to her pulmonologist for the first time in 2 years. And he x-rayed her because they won't scan her anymore. She's had so much radiation. He came back in and he said, Ms. Huber, I don't understand what's happening, but he said, your lungs are better. He said, the fibrosis is not as dense. The length of the what they call trees is shortening. He said, this is totally amazing. And I know it's the patches. That's the only different thing she's done. And God, she's a very godly woman, and I don't want to discount him, but he sent these patches to us. So I just am so thankful for David Schmidt and LifeWave for all the wonderful, wonderful things it's doing in our lives.
That's amazing. I am so glad, especially at 80 years old. That is a great story, because 80-year-olds don't heal quickly, and they certainly don't normally getting over something like the things in her lungs that the doctor noticed. That's just tremendous.
Yes.
Robin, you are next.
No, go ahead, just speak.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for these amazing stories. It's your stories that change lives, and I'm so touched, Gary. Oh my gosh. If we can give someone more peace in their life, what is that worth? So a few quick stories. I go to Pilates, and there's a woman who was limping, and I just kind of connected with her, and we talked for a little bit, and she's in her late 60s, and she throws around 40, 50 pound bales of hay. And she says, that's not working. It's the other stuff that hurts, but everything was hurting in her body. Like, she had a long list, and I just on the spot patched her an X39 and an Eon, and we couldn't reconnect until last night. And she goes, this stuff works. I can't believe it works that fast. Anyway, she's a new brand. She's a new preferred customer, and she's enjoying her Pilates a whole lot more. And yesterday, Gregory and I went skiing, and I'm a new skate skier. I'm a beginner, and it's a lot more work when you're a beginner doing anything. And it's intense, and the snow was crusty, and it was really hard, and I woke up hurting everywhere. And I just put IceWave on the bottom of my feet, and I'm really good now. So
yay! Great story. Thank you. Sun shower.
Did you freeze, Darlene?
No, I got my sound off.
Oh.
Good morning, everybody. Wow, this is a powerful call with a lot of people on this morning. I'd like to introduce some friends. They are twins, and I'm hoping that they'll unmute and speak. Rose and Dora. They've been preferred customers of mine for quite a while now, and are just today willing to share a pretty interesting story. So are you there?
I'm unmuted.
There they are, and they're in their 80s as well. So here we go.
Well, which one do you want to hear from first?
Whichever one you want. You're so cute.
Well, I had a little incident recently. This is work in progress, I guess, because a couple days ago, two of our little doggies got into a squabble, and one was really tearing into the other one. I had to break them off, and I caught a tooth on my hand from the one aggressor. And of course, I've been doctoring it. I use the essential oils on it first, which are very like antibiotics. And it seemed to be, and the swelling went down very quickly. The redness around went down. I didn't have bruising or anything around it. Yesterday, I did notice a little odor coming from the puncture. and I put the patch on. I put 39 on it. That's right. I put that on, and so everything was looking good. But I did decide that since I saw that or could detect an odor coming from, I better run over to the emergency and have them check it out. I had not had a tetanus shot for some time. So anyway, the doctor looked at it. He thought it was healing really nice. It looks good. He pressed around on it, and it didn't seem to be much pus or anything in it. And I told him what I'd been doing. He just keep on treating it that way. This morning I cleaned it all out. There's still just a little bit of odor, a little redness around it. He said there is an infection there, but he gave me an antibiotic cream to put on it 3 or 4 times a day. He prescribed an antibiotic, but he said if you think you don't need it, look at it in another 24 hours and you make the decision. So I'm treating it. I
like your
doctor. This morning, put fresh salve on it, put a Band-Aid on it, put an X39 across the top of the Band-Aid, and we'll see how it goes. I'll look at it again and see whether I go on the antibiotics or not.
Very good.
And the other twin has a story, right?
Well, I'm Rose. Just next time. You'll know the next time you see the 2 of us. Which is which, I hope. I'm not sure I have it for anything specific. I've been using the patches, I don't know, ever since we signed up with you. And I use them in various places. I use various ones. Mostly, I think right now it's helping my sciatic nerve. I have problems with that. I go to the chiropractor regularly for that. But I also use the patches, and I find if I don't continue using them, then it will reappear. The pain will reappear. So I just automatically use them. I do want to start using them more for my other condition, which is I'm treating for a rare form of blood cancer. And I understand that I talked a little bit on another conference call that if I wore some of the patches regularly, that would assist me or support me in my effort to correct the situation. So I want to do that along with what I'm already doing. That's the essential oils. And also I've working with the Mayo Clinic down in Phoenix.
Very good. Thank you. And for twins at 80, y'all are looking fantastic.
Almost 86.
Almost 86 now.
Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you. Whoever is iPhone is up next. Unmute and tell us who you are. There you go.
That's me?
You. Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize I came in on my iPhone. Well, this is Christina Hawley. I'm from Brighton, Colorado. And I was going to tell you guys about one of my preferred customers, Kathy. She's had pain all over her body. And for years, she has a disease that we won't talk about, but she wears the X39 and feels like a new person. She said she's never felt better. And she burnt the bottom of her feet on the hot pavement this last summer. And she was super worried because she does have diabetes. And you know how that can, problems with the feet and stuff. And she put a patch on both feet and soaked her feet. And she said they healed in 2 days.
Wow, that is a great story.
Thank you.
Pamela.
Well, I have a question, actually. I've been using the patches and I have so many great results and stories. But my husband the other day woke up and he is not a believer yet. So actually what happened was he woke up and he felt like he laid on his left hand and it wasn't able to, he's not able to really move it very well. So he goes, I says, I think I need to patch you. And he just said to me, what do those patches do? So I did patch him. So I'm just asking if there's anything else. I used an X39. I put it on his arm the first day. Yesterday, I ended up putting it on the back of his neck. I'm thinking about an Eon as well. Does anyone have any insight?
Has the X39 helped?
He hasn't said anything really yet, but it's only been like 2 days. So
intuitively, I'm coming up with the energy patches. I don't know if you have energy patches.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Because Dr. Quayler once said, if people don't get the results from X39, add the energy patch because their energy's not moving.
Okay. Any suggestion as to where should I put that? Like,
I would think if he's got an issue on his hand and arm, somewhere around his hand and arm,
okay.
One of the places for energy enhancers, I think, is right on the wrist, Derek, right below the wrist.
Okay. Yeah. So should I put both of the energy patches on the same arm?
White on right and tan on left.
On the left hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. Okay,
cool.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And Darlene, we're right at the bottom of the hour. Robin, did you have any thing you wanted to share?
To mention for your husband, how's his hydration?
Very good question. I did bring it up and he says he's drinking water. So I thank you for that.
Much,
Robin.
Does ask in ounces, because the patches are way more effective when the body is hydrated. They operate on our electrical system. And if it's not hydrated well, the signal can't move very well.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I know Carol mentioning in the chat that she's also heard putting energy on either side of the X39. So they're kind of working in a trio. So since he's got a localized situation, I might follow Carol Lee's recommendation.
Try a few different things.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thanks for asking. Okay, well, I'll kind of wrap this up for us here today. Thank you, Darlene. You're doing such a wonderful job. And thank you, everyone. What a great way to start a day and start our week with our Monday morning miracle call. And as we like to say, it looks like miracles, but it's really, there is some science. There's a lot of science behind it, but science is a miracle, I guess, from one level of thinking. So tonight, we're going to try again to spotlight Connie Lucas, our newest SPD. I apologize. Last Monday evening, something went wacko inside of Zoom, and I tried and finally got it working about 10 minutes after the hour. By then, most people gave up on it. So Connie will be back tonight, and she's got some, she's created a full-time income with a part-time effort. She has a full-time job. She owns a salon, and she's, she likes to say behind the chair, 3 or 4 days a week, and works her LifeWave business in between and around things, as most or many people do. And she's created a significant full-time income. So we're very excited to Connie be sharing with us. So we'll have a few other announcements. So if you'd like to join us tonight, we look forward to seeing you on our Monday evening community call, 7 p.m. Mountain. That'll be 6 o'clock Pacific. That'll be 8 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Eastern, excuse me. So that's what we've got for today. So
talk about David's talk from last week.
Oh, and David's talk from last week about heart health. If you haven't heard that, you need to. And is that, Liz, have we been able to get that up in the YouTube channel or anywhere yet?
Yes.
Okay. You want to tell people where they can find that?
I know that it's in the LifeWave, the Live Younger YouTube channel under the David Schmidt, what do you call them?
Connections or trainings?
No, it's the lists. There's like different lists in there.
Playlist. David Schmidt
playlist.
There you go. Beautiful. And because it's in the YouTube channel, not in the Facebook group, you can share it with friends. So if you have any friends that are having heart issues, we ran into a friend at the new Whole Foods. Bozeman now has its own Whole Foods, which a blessing and a curse because it's drawing away from all the other small businesses. But we met a friend in there we haven't seen in quite a while. and he's going in for open heart surgery. And so we want to get that. Now that it's in YouTube, we can send it over to him. I know he'll be very interested in watching that. And we're going to have dinner with him here very soon. So anyway, if you'd like to unmute yourself and bid your adieu for the day. Thanks, everyone. It's such a blessing to be here with you today.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for a great call.
Thank
Have a
you.
lovely day, everybody.
Thank you guys so much.
It was a great call. Have a wonderful day.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Connect
Thank
Live
you.
is
Thank you,
called,
everyone.
Thank you.
Lovely call. Thank you
Someone
all.
wanted to know.
Have a
Called
heart-to-heart
Heart
day.
on
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for sharing today.
Thank you, Gary, for your share.
You're
Yes, Barry,
welcome. My
thank you.
pleasure. I'm so pleased. The mental clarity I've had just is unbelievable.
Darlene's the most amazing hostess with the mostest smiles.
Yes, she was.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Thank